Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, my fellow YouTubers. I gotta fix that thing every time it turns around. It's saying it's gaming. Yeah, if I want to figure the gaming thing out again. Anyways, let me load up my computer here. We're gonna have a little chat about updates, prepping. I want to shout out to my adopted brother. It's his birthday today. Happy birthday, T-Bob. Yeah, T-Bob. We're gonna call him T-Bob for this video. Happy birthday to T-Bob. So apparently, has anyone seen that disaster crap hole show about Donald Trump in England and how the king was apparently thumping him? That really pisses me off. It's like, he's our president, okay? If you're not going to show any respect, then there's a damn problem in this dang world. If you're not going to do it, I mean, our president does control nukes, but I think he's more intelligent, you know. Also, I want to tell you my adopted brother thinks not highly of me because apparently this is what happened. I had some business emails to go through, right? And he says, oh, by the way, this is not bad. Not good, but not bad. It's tropical punch, sparkling ice with caffeine. Just saying, okay? So, I want to tell you a couple updates. If you're new to the channel, hit the like, subscribe, thumbs up button. If you're a comer backer, welcome. So, we got some viewers this morning. Welcome, everyone. So, a lot of people have been messaging me. They're like, you know, a couple people messaged me. They were kind of rude. They were like, why are you censoring people? I'm not censoring people so much as, A, I am just a person who does YouTube videos, and B, in this day and age, we should not be dead named. We should show respect to each other. Unfortunately, that is why some people complain to me in my private email saying I don't deserve gift cards because of censorship. I'm sorry, but, you know, my name is Ari Sky Rita Lee. Everyone knows my name is Rita Lee. So, technically, we're here to talk about what's pissing me off, and it ain't, quote, unquote, the name thing. That's secondary. I mean, literally, what we're here today to talk about is more important, okay? Why am I pissed off? Well, let me just tell you the story, okay? So, I turned around the other day, and you guys saw the video. I'm getting a lot of hits where the video is talking about drug addicts, right? Well, yeah, drug addicts. And it turns around, and what happened? These people turn around and they go, oh, yeah, they have more rights than a Republican. They have more rights than a Democrat. They have more rights than who knows what, right? Before you sit there and say, I don't understand. So a drug addict lives in an apartment complex. You can't evict him. It's considered an addiction. So even if you have complete concrete proof he's smoking a crack pipe, the manager has to give 4 notices. And even then, they can turn around and say, oh, I have an addiction. So, how do you get rid of someone with an addiction? You can't. Pretty much, they turn around and they say, whoops. Oh, and then they laugh at the Republicans. Oh, it sucks to be you because look at me. I can get away with it because I'm a Democrat and we have democratic laws that protect us more than you crapheads. Why do you think I am royally pissed off, my friends? Think about it. I come here to do a video every few days, and what am I getting so far? I'm getting the equivalent of them thumbing our noses at us Republicans. And then you wonder why you hear neighbors go, it's Civil War time. Well, you know what? I may just have to agree to that one because in my opinion, and I'm not basically doing any hate speech. I mean, I had a neighbor last night who was telling me, did you see what happened next door? And I said, no, what happened? Well, alcoholic druggie, yeah, was dancing while drunk, hooping and hollering that Charlie Kirk's dead. I'm sorry, but I'm not going to hoop and holler of a guy being dead. I'm not going to sit there and be like, yeah, it's a hell of a day. This guy died. I want to know what's going to happen. How many people are going to show compassion when our leaders, because, you know, they're talking our leader. He may not live. The Big Mac sauce might get him. And what we need to basically realize is what will happen is there going to be too much hate speech coming out that, you know, he died of natural causes? I mean, come on. I mean, literally, this is the crap that I'm dealing with. I mean, you got one guy dancing, oh yeah, woo, yeah, woo, yeah. You don't do that. You got another lady going, oh yeah, he's dead. Yeah, he's dead. Lady upstairs in building 1. Then you got another person pray happy as hell that he's dead because apparently, her son's in the military and she's happy that he can't indoctrinate any more young people. Wow, you can see where I'm going with this, right? My neighbor above me, neutral, he's like, he said, shit's gonna hit the fan soon. Are you prepped, Rita? Yeah. Unfortunately, I am staying in my house. Then you got the old bag going, oh, yeah. I mean, that's what? 1, 2, 3 units, 4 units, 5 units, 6 units, including Tubby. By the way, I can't say fatso because apparently that's against overweight people or obese people, and that's hate speech, apparently. So I got to say Tubby, okay? Then you go down the list to a couple other people. Everyone down the list in this building is all happy that he's dead. I'm not. Every one of these people are like, Civil War. You're like, you know, not there, yeah. I mean, literally. I mean, so to me, they're all dancing, and, you know, these are the people that need to be taught a lesson in humility. You can't just turn around and be like, oh yeah, great. I mean, literally. I mean, they're like, well, we live on an island where we are libs and they can't own the libs. Right. Yeah. I mean, I am sorry about that. But that is how I feel right now. As of right now. Yeah. I'm feeling that way because of it. So, yeah, I am a registered Republican. And yet, yeah, last night I was listening to my father-in-law talking about, oh, freedom of speech has been taken away. Really? You know what I'm starting to think, guys? It's my own opinion. Freedom of speech is not being taken away. They're blowing this out of proportion to make money off of Twitter, off of Rumble, off of YouTube. Oh, they're coming for YouTube. Well, that's fine and dandy. What did I say? Did I say anything negative? Nope. Did I say anything positive? Yes. Here's what I'm going to say, okay? And I want to say this with love to you all, alright? Because frankly, here's how I see it. You don't come on and not like watching my content. Some of you guys send me messages. You're a great content provider. Wish you had more viewers or, you know, etc. But the main thing is I come on here, alright? Now, to you guys, it's a form of entertainment, right? Right. So, one of the things I want to share with you is that I love all of you. And the problem is you got these people, and they're like, oh, I don't sit there and hoop and holler about someone's demise, being assassinated. I'm saying it shouldn't have happened. I don't condone violence, but what I'm trying to say and get out there is a lot of these people that have claimed that they're left-wing movements, let's just say these ones that I think are the real radical is like my neighbor. I can't talk about any news unless it's good news. Otherwise, I'm going to go kick in doors and drop a few Republicans. Woo, doggy! While he's drunk and on alcohol and drunk on booze and high as a kite with crack, coke, meth, and pot and heroin and pill popping, he's sitting there going, woo, doggy! Do you want someone like that who's fully leftist, with a weapon, unhinged, Now, the state of Washington's got real problems with 5150 laws. There's not a damn thing they can do about it. But I just want to say for the record, my friends, since you all know me by now and how much I have helped Chloe out with the mental illness and her mental illness, that, you know damn good and well 5150s can't be done in this state. You have to meet the criteria threshold. Thing is, no one wants to do the criterias. They're like, you're a man in a dress, hypothetically, you know. Oh, well, we cannot take away a man in a dress's rights to wear a dress. That's taking away their civil liberties. Really? Well, but then you have all these clickbaiters talking about, did you see this black guy or African American, or African American, and this guy, right? What's his name? Some guy, right, on Fox, and they're playing it over and over. So, first of all, I want to tell you, okay, I don't agree with them. I will disagree, but I'm not going to go and say anything violent, okay, or say anything or incite violence. No. But here's what I think. The African American says, you take the treatment or you go to jail, right? Does the guy realize that the Republican Party, my party, cut Medicaid, food stamps, welfare, mental health to the point of absolute non-existence? They even got rid of the mental health hospitals in the states, saying that they were too costly and they were ineffective. Most people needed mental health therapy and medications. So what happened? Most of them are shut down. Recently, they shut down our other two. The only thing that they kept open in the mental hospitals in this state, Eastern and Western, Northwestern was shut down, was, I think it was Northwestern, was the criminology wing, for the criminally insane. The criminal wing was kept open. Everything else closed. And then people say, you don't know what I'm talking about. Really? Why don't you go look it up? In the 1970s, 60s and early 70s, they closed up a lot of the hospitals because it was too costly. They figured they could do more with outpatient care. How did that work out for some of you people? Think about it. You look out the beautiful window, what do you get? You get no institution, because there is none. They would have to spend trillions of dollars to build more. And then you got the other guy going, just involuntary euthanize him. So, basically, then you got these idiots calling each other, like every left-wing craphead out there, saying, look, they're Nazis and fascists. I said that in a word that I said this is the alleged things they're saying. But what's pissing me off is to get up in the morning early. God told me to get my ass out of bed early. I got my treadmill done already. That's why I'm doing this video really early today. Yeah, woo! Yeah, I got my exercise in. I'm feeling pretty good. So, but my point is I love all of you. And yet, deep down, I'm pissed. I'm literally pissed that you turned around and you literally, sit there and you see people going on and on and on about, we can't touch the drug user. Oh, really? So you can't touch the drug user. By the way, a lot of people that subscribe to my channel knows the story how Chloe was forced out of here. Forced off the lease illegally, right? Manager does a lot of illegal crap. Well, the manager, the newest thing, and I'm not going to go into details, came by the apartments yesterday and said she cannot, quote unquote, work because she slammed her head in a car door. Wow, isn't that convenient? We got building one's got raw sewage. Now, I'm going to get to the whole point why I'm pissed too in a second. I just want to get your guys' input. Raw sewage, cockroaches, maggots coming out of boxes, urine smell, fecal matter. They got an ozone machine running 24/7. Sign on the door says do not enter. Urine, fecal matter, vomit, blood. And yet, the manager says, we're going to get 3 bids before we can get it. But she tells the city, apparently, allegedly, supposedly, that, oh, we got a contractor working. Really? The neighbors in building 1, they're breathing it in and getting very, 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 very sick. What's that tell you? Tells you what you need to know, people. And let me tell you a story about that beloved lady that is getting sicker by the day. Manager says, well, there's no money. Yeah. So, this is not a Democratic problem. This is a Republican problem. And the Republicans dump all this money into housing. And this is what happens. You can blame the Democrats for it, is why I say it's a Republican issue, because the Repubs need to address it, because the Democrats are saying, well, you can't evict a guy with addiction. And then you got another one going, well, you can't do much because freedom of speech. Oh, really? So the guy that's a drug addict with weapons is making threats of our own government officials. And I'm talking about you guys could put 2 and 2 together. What happened? Nothing. They don't care. It's like the blue state's like, oh, look, this guy insulted T-Bob, right? Said he's going to go after T-Bob. I'm just making a name here. My brother's nickname is T-Bob today because it's his brother, my adopted brother's birthday. Well, get that. Think about it. Good old T-Bob, right? And he turns around and, let's just say he's a high-paid government official. Now he's on this guy's target list. Oh, well, he's mentally ill. He's an alcoholic. We can't touch him. He's got weapons, but we're afraid of him. Yeah, why do you think the manager goes around and intimidated so many people, and now no one's talking with each other? They're afraid. They're not leaving their house because the manager's like, oh, what? Well, apparently, from what I understand, the manager, this is from other neighbors, not telling me stuff, allegedly, supposedly, the city has reports. Yeah, supposedly reports. Right? Again, oh, we're a Democrat thing. Oh, yeah, we got this. Oh, well, the manager said. The manager lies. Then nothing gets done. And then, you go and you have to track down something to get done. And then they're like, nowadays you just ask the question, do you care? Their answer, not really. I'm doing this for a paycheck. So you're a lady that basically turns around, hypothetically, allegedly, that can make all this go away, but you're like, meh. So you could see why I'm pissed off, people. I'm pissed off because my neighbors are getting sick. I love my neighbors. They're great people. But you got a Democratic state, okay? And I'm going to go into something I don't talk about here on this channel because, well, it's a personal issue. But I think I'm going to bring it up today. So, Republicans, they want action. Democrats, they just want to drag it out as long as possible because, where's the fraud, waste, and abuse? Well, it's there. Think about it. How would you feel, you guys, if you were paying for a fucking alcoholic, fucking drug user's 3-bedroom? He's paying less money than you're paying a month for your property taxes. Yeah? And he's like, oh yeah, oh yeah, man, this is great when you're doing drugs. He does drugs too. Yeah. And this is why we need oversight for subsidized housing. I mean, literally. Even Chloe's advocating for that because she got booted. Now, you're wondering, oh, well, what's this whole personal thing? I'll tell you. Out of love. You see, my stepbrother has been fighting to get on disability. I won't go into details of his claims, okay? But he literally is fighting, right? It's a Democratic-led state. I'm positive they're looking at his case and, oh, Republican? Denied. Sorry, you got to go through another thing. His lawyer's like, oh, well, we're going to get more money. Eventually, they're hoping he'd give up, but he's not giving up. But eventually, he might get a letter one day, maybe, that says, sorry, we're not giving it to you no matter what. Keep appealing. And by the time he's 90 years old going, I still got I mean, literally. I mean, they're going to drag it out as long as possible. He may be 64 before he gets it, or 68. The longer he appeals it, the longer, I mean, so to me, I believe because where he lives, it's let's just say my stepbrother lives in Michigan. It's a blue state. I think, yeah, you can blame it on Democrats. Oh, Democrats. Back then, it was a, what do you call it? A bipartisan support where approved or denied, right? 20, 30 years ago, it was like, oh, you're born disabilities, okay. Nowadays, it's like, yeah. And then all these people are complaining. And, I mean, literally complaining, excuse me. And because of it, another pissed off Republican Rita. So, why am I mad? There's another reason. I want you to think about that. Remember my other video? I said, and I quote, because I love all of you, I said, and I quote, I said, here, let me just go over into my studio for a minute. I said to you guys that think about it. Think about it. I wanted you guys to think about it. Because a lot of you people, you sit there and you say, oh, well, I thought about it, and see, it says why I'm kind of pissed off at the left and my reasons. Yeah, I mean, this is something I wanted to share with you. I mean, that video was offline, but my other video is, you hear all these people, oh, the government's cutting this and doing that, and we're going into a recession, and your groceries are going to go more, and yeah, and all this stuff. And I'm like, okay. And then you hear all these people talking about other issues. I mean, like my stepbrother the other day, he's like, hey, and I'm like, what? And he's like, hey, and I'm like, what? And he's like, what's your business called? Because I was sending business emails. Some of the business emails I've been sending out was to my neighbor to get them to go ahead and try to email some other people. The city's not doing anything for her. She's breathing in stinking smog and toxic waste, as we call it. What did they do? Nothing. They're like, oh, the manager said, instead of surveys said, and the manager said, we got a contract. Really? Every day you look out the window, and every day you don't see a contractor. And she's literally stoking the fire, so I got tired of it. So I said, hey, I'll help you. I'll give you the tools needed. Yeah, that's it. The tools needed. Meanwhile, I'm sitting here going, yes, treadmill's done early. I'm going to do that tomorrow morning, too, I think. I think this early morning thing is working for me to a point. Why? Because I get more done in the morning. I was complaining about that, too. Updates as well coming up. But I've been dealing with a lot of this crap. Now, I mean, literally, this is one reason why I'm here to tell you guys what's going on is NASA IIACAM. What is this? NASA AA.AM. Whatever. I don't even know. Welcome, IC clerk. Maybe you can type whatever. I ain't gonna complain. At least, So anyways, now you understand. A big happy birthday to my adopted brother. I think he's 60 today. Way to go, old man. Anyways, yeah, so you can see why I'm pissed off. Royally pissed off. And I got paperwork to do. I got other paperwork to do. Which reminds me, while I'm talking to you guys. Here, let's move this a little bit. There we go. That's a little better, I think. Right? Yeah, this works really well. Yep. So I can use my mouse, too, at the same time. And then I can work on the other thing I'm working on. So I haven't even checked my pricing today, so let's get to that. Okay, so my pricing. Here, let's move this up just a bit so you guys can see. There's my Bibles. You see that? Yeah, my Bibles are all stacked up. Anyways, let's just go to the 3 websites I usually go. So Chloe turned around, right? I want to tell you guys Chloe's story while I do this. So I asked Chloe, I said, hey, what's up? She says, oh, I can't complain, right? Well, anyways, you guys always love talking about Chloe. So she's like, so Rita, what are you doing? And I said, oh, I can't complain. She's like, oh, that's great. Well, it turns out, my ramen went up again. Yeah, inflation, yeah. And then, I'll tell you guys a joke. So the other day I swear, right? I sometimes swear like sailor, right? Anyways, my adopted brother, his birthday's today. Praise his birthday. And he says, well, no, R, you need to put that into the swear jar. I was thinking, yeah, okay, a quarter. He's like, due to inflation, it's $1.50 now. I just couldn't help laugh. I mean, literally, that's basically the brunt of the story, okay? Due to inflation, it's now $1.50 for every time you swear. Isn't that funny? Anyways, so I'm looking over pricing right now. My brother and I were talking about computers last night. Chloe and I were talking about some business things. She's like, well, Christmas is around the corner. You gotta choose a present. So I told my father-in-law, right? I said, yeah, Chloe wants me to put up a poll soon for you guys to vote. And he's like, so what do you want? And I go, he's like, are you serious? I'm going. He's like, so you don't know what you want for Christmas, man. But I am trying to get on a better schedule at night so I can sleep better at night. And then in the day I can get my treadmill time done early after my coffee and walk doggy. And then I can game earlier. And that's what I was planning to do because I really am. So anyways, where was I? So anyways, I'm looking over the pricing. First set of pricing. Anyways, I gotta set up fix a spreadsheet. That soon. I got a spreadsheet I gotta fix. My adopted brother's like, oh, how come you don't do spreadsheets? Well, because I don't need to right now. What I need to do is, hey, this is cool. This is cool. Where do you get this at, man? Oh, yeah, it's a brand you do not want to use. That's why it's so cheap. I was just looking. Actually, I may send this to my brother just to be funny, but I'm going to. He's probably watching this video right now going, hey, you suck! Yeah, usually, anyways, I love my dear brother. He's kind of humorous at times. Sometimes he can't control himself, so I should email him on another thing too, but I'm just going to go over here real quick. And by the way, I found Thunderbird to be a great email client. So, anyways. So, I will do my other thing. Sometimes I send him a project or two, and I give him a gift card because I care. And he saves me some time. There we go. Boop. Hey, at least you guys... Okay, cool. So, anyways, I want to tell you guys this, the thing. So, anyways, so while I'm pricing out things, I'm always pricing something out. I should actually send him a link to that too. Maybe I'll do that afterwards. Anyways, me and my brother were talking about, different things. And I was like, yeah. So, anyways, so I'm pissed off because you got all these idiots literally saying, well, you can't do this and you can't do that. Then what is the point of even allowing these things? I mean, literally, it's like, you got a guy going, oh, yeah, the manager loves me so much. She does drugs, too, and I could get away with it. And then they're dancing that Charlie Kirk died. Dude, that is not effing cool. They need to shut their damn chili holes about it. I mean, literally. I mean, how long until the crap hits the fan? You know, I mean, literally, how long? I mean, literally. And then, oh, by the way, the update part. So, I had to email my doctor this morning. Now, my health is my issues, okay? But I emailed my doctor this morning through his little online portal thing, which I'm getting used to. Usually, you know, because... Anyways, and so, here's the story. Nurse says, oh, yes, I see your referral here. I'll call you back. A week later, she calls back, right? With the doctor calling, too. Right? The foot doctor. You guys can sit there, oh, that's cool. A foot doctor. That's great. Foot doctor's answer? I'm not going to see you unless you cough up $800. So my primary care physician basically gets back to me this morning and goes, oh, well, just send you to a different specialist then. Someone who will see you and not charge you $800. Yeah. Can you literally believe that? I mean, literally. $800. Yeah, and I'm like, whoa. Yeah, and then I have, yeah, $800. Yeah, and yeah. I got another thing to search real quick, but anyways. And then I have to do, fix a spreadsheet too while I'm here today, so you guys get to see me do a little thing and talk at the same time, so I hope you guys are enjoying yourself. I mean, $800, you know, and the guy says, well, we don't take Medicare. And then my adopted brother goes, oh, well, you know, you don't know what you're doing. You must be full of crap, Rita. Rita, you must be full of crap. They don't just cut services. Well, that's the case. Can I have $800 then, my brother? Since you think my health care is, and they're not cutting things? I mean, the guy clearly said, well, you have Medicare, and to see it. So the doctor's now got to go and find me a specialist. It may even be as far as Oregon. Just to be seen, because apparently it's $800 for a foot doctor. How does a foot doctor charge $800 for whatever is going on? I mean, I don't know what he's doing. I mean, literally, if he was basically looking at me and wanting to cut some corns off, you know, that's a different story. But my opinion is what are we doing? Oh, I don't know. Really, we don't know. That's cool. By the way, I laugh at this Amazon or this Best Buy thing too. You know, I price out Best Buy stuff, and anyways, the Best Buy thing I laugh at is it says like get it in 7 days, get it in 11 days. It's like, yeah, so you order it, and then they got to order it through another warehouse and everything, and meanwhile you just sit there and wait. I mean, literally, my brother was like, oh, what? You need an Intel? Yeah. There are a lot of people throwing a fit about that Intel problem, too, by the way. You know, the one you heard about, right, where Intel is 10% stake in the U.S., and now no one wants to invest in this country due to the fact that whatever it is, and the economy's sucking, and I'm like, yeah, that's cool, that's great, that's cool. Too many people are just in there like, yeah, oh yeah, that's great. Someone's like, oh, you want a deal? We'll give you $10 off this. That ain't worth it. Anyways, so the point is, you know, the update was, you know, that, yeah, I'm just royally pissed off that they turn around and they say that Republicans and Democrats, right, don't have many rights than a drug user. Drug user's got more rights because he's got an addiction. Oh, well, okay, so if they ever want to evict me, there was a couple of people on my YouTube channel the other day that, like I said, did wrong and got blocked. It was calling me an alcoholic. Well, if that's the case, I'll just use the alcoholic card. I'm a boozer. Can't evict me, I drink. I mean, I'm not going to do that, obviously, but still, you know, if that's all it takes, then why not, right? I mean, that's the funniest part of this whole ordeal today. That is, I mean, literally, and yeah, I mean, anyways, I just thought I'd share that with you because I think it's funny as funny can be, you know. And you guys could sit there and say, is that funny? Was that funny? How can that be funny? Well, think about it. I mean, literally, I mean, I've decided right now, since we all are doing our part, right, for, you know, talking and trying to semi-diffuse the situation with all these people. You know, you got these Democratic crapheads saying, oh, if you talk bad about Charlie Kirk, you're going to be rounded up and hauled off to the gulag. Well, guess what? He shouldn't have died, okay? He shouldn't have been assassinated. And, you know, they're now using the words, because I used it too last night with my stepbrother, saying that Jimmy Kimmel got canned. Well, now you know what they're doing? Oh, Jimmy Kimmel was canned? We're canceling ESPN, Hulu, Disney, and HBO Max. Oh, and Paramount. We're going to vote with our wallets now. Well, let's just say if the entire world did that, the billionaires would just merge everything together into a bigger conglomerate, leaving you guys with looking at other options and saying, I mean, literally, my father-in-law said the other day, right? True story. He said, well, I'm not going to give up Amazon because Amazon's convenient. How many people will really sit there and boycott Amazon? I mean, literally. Chloe, of course, literally turned around the other day, sent me an email that says, remember this, right? I had to put it in our calendar program. Prime Day, the 7th and 8th of October. Now, I'm hoping I can get her a computer for Christmas. But there was a caveat to the computer. You guys are probably saying, oh, Rita's put restrictions on the computer even though she loves Chloe. She put restrictions. I did. I made her a bet. Even Muslims aren't supposed to bet. They get Surah 37 or something it talks about. I don't remember. So in the 30s, it's like, thou shalt not bet and no booze, right? So anyways, the joke goes like this. I said, you have a new computer in October if the manager's canned. Now, you'd have a new computer in November if the manager's canned. Meaning, if our manager gets canned, that's the agreement. Because the manager, we don't even have a repairman. She's like, oh, dear Lord, dear Lord, dear Lord, dear Lord. Don't let the water tank explode or something happen. No repair person. Wow, isn't that amazing? So we don't have a repair person to fix our problems. Yeah, I mean, we don't have like Brother T-Bob coming here and being like, oh yeah, your gasket's out on your toilet seal. The toilet goes where it's, well, okay, I'm going to use this in clean terms, okay? So I don't have to put $1.50 in the swear jar. But we are going to be royally effed if the toilet failed. Hell, we'll be royally effed if the refrigerator water tank goes. Because, yeah, I mean, literally, the repair guy's gone, and the drugger's going, oh, yeah, the manager, haha, yeah, we can do what we want. Everyone's doing it. They're like, hey, we're going to smoke here, and we're going to smoke there, and we're going to do this. I mean, there's too many people violating this crap. And, I don't know what that person's thing was, why they commented. Pfft, oh well. Anyways, you guys get it right. Yeah, you guys get it. Anyways, let's just fire up that. I got some letters I got to go through too. Let's see. I put everything in. I like how this tab here on the side here literally shows some of the folders when you're opening it, so you know exactly what you're looking for, so it makes my life a little easier. That's one thing I do like. So I need this. Alright, so I need to go Amazon price. I got priced this out. You know what? I may just do this while I'm talking to you. It doesn't take too long. I'll do the eBay price first. eBay should be easier. Alright, so there we go. I like eBay. I eBay and I know it. Anyways, so while we're talking, it's probably like 14 entries. Won't take long. But anyways, I just wanted to share with you, why I'm pissed. I mean, literally, you turning around, you have these Democrats making all these laws going, oh, well, you're going to help your fellow man. Really? I mean, the African-American guy on Fox News was semi-right, but he was semi-wrong. I mean, literally, you get the services we give you, or we're putting your ass in jail, basically. It's negative. That's not how it works. The mental health system is completely wiped, financially drained. You literally, yeah. Yeah, I mean, that's something I wanted to share with you. Oh, great. Hold on, let me look. So, apparently eBay's not selling this now. Let me see. Wow, this is really interesting. See, we're all learning something new today. Oh, here we go. Oh, yeah, here we go. That's why. Let's just try this. Let's see. Did we get it right this time? Yep. Here we go. So we got one. Okay, yeah. All right. Yeah. And we're getting it. We're getting it now. See, it just takes time to find what you're looking for. Hold on. Let's see. Do we have it? Yes we do. Praise the Lord on this one. Oh, that's cool. Actually, that's one I have, so. Let me look at this. Is it the same as the other one? Okay. Let's look. It should tell us. Anyways, I just love these, so. Yep. Cool. So we'll just do this. Alright, let's see if we can get the rest of these, because it shouldn't take too long now. So, basically, like I said, happy birthday to my brother T-Bob. But like I said, it was pretty pretty cool. Let's see. And because I haven't gotten the business email back, that's why I'm doing this quick spreadsheet here, because, someone was talking to me the other day, funny story again, about tariffs, right? Now, Chloe was like, well, why don't you go and email these people now? Well, let me just tell you my opinion, okay? Because I think it's quite funny, right? Chloe's like, you need to email these people because, well, you need to email these people. I'm like, okay. So what happened? Chloe turns around and tells me to email these people. I do. Why doesn't Chloe do it? Well, apparently, and this is just what I've heard, Chloe is basically lazy. Now, lazy as lazy can be. Yeah. The other day I said, well, aren't you kind of happy? And she said, yeah, I got you to do the email. So the other day I was talking to my adopted brother, I love him dearly, and I said, yeah, I need a work computer because the computer I can take would require an inverter to run through the car battery. Which, by the way, when I say car battery, I mean the actual car battery because the cars that we travel in are all electric. Yeah, apparently that's a new one if you didn't know. Isn't that funny, right? They're like, yeah. Yeah, so I thought, interesting. Yeah. Mm-hmm. So then I was like, okay, we can make this work. Yeah, Chloe, she's like, wow, how long is this going to take, it reminds me of one of my neighbors the other day was complaining, right? She said to someone else, well, how long is this going to take, And the guy said, well, it could take a year or more. Sounded like Hank Hill. Well, Peggy, it might take a year or more. And my friend was like, wasn't going to have it, And she has a right not to have she has a right to not have it. And the reason for it is she doesn't need to breathe in that crap, And so when you sit there and you hear some nice lady, and they're like, oh, yeah, you're breathing in toxic waste and sludge. Oh, well, we would like to help you, but you're not worth our time. Yeah. And you sit there and you get angry. And then you ask someone something like, well, why? And they're like, well, because. Yeah, can't believe that. Because. So apparently these ones aren't available on the marketplace yet, so of eBay yet. So, yeah. Anyways, we're almost done here. So yeah, I mean, so you ask for the next volume, and it pulls up some. Ooh, that's cool. Anyway, that's cool. All right, so. Alright, so only 3 missing, and I'll check Amazon. Probably won't be there, but we can check anyways just to see. Anywho, like I said, it's just a big bunch of garbage, basically, And you got all these people, they're all hooping and hollering, and it's my brother message too with the LOL. Yeah. Yep, another political email just came in, not from him. Yep, so basically, I did tell you he would, hold on, let me, move this temporary for a second. Yes, my emails are being marked as junk by my brother for some reason. I don't know. No dedicated graphic, off-brand build, reviews of similar mixed reliability. Yeah, that's what I was saying. That's why I sent him the joke thing. But anyways, yeah, I thought it'd be funny as funny can be. So, but yeah, I just wanted to get up, touch base, let you guys know that I'm royally PO'd, that the damn people around ain't doing jack diddly poopers. Yeah, I mean, how would you feel if you basically, you got a guy, right? He makes full threats against people. And they say, oh, well, we need him there because he's the guy that's going to basically save democracy. So you want a beard up alcoholic drug addict who's going to save democracy because he's got firearms and he's not going to take crap from anyone. Yet he also drives drunk. While driving, he's driving while in the car, while with an open container, and there's nothing that can be done. Wow. If he's going to save democracy, there's a real problem, because I think we, the people, can save democracy, but we also need to basically get people like him into treatment or rehab, because it's not easy, man. It's not easy being cheesy, remember? Let me see. What's up? Apparently put in the thingy and you don't get any. Wow. Look at that. It's like, do you need help? Do you need help? My husband would be laughing at this. I mean, literally. We've literally put in the search results on Amazon, and it's like Amazon claims that they have everything. Bull crap, man. I think eBay should be coming back. And before we joke about that for a second, I got to talk about Amazon for a second. So there's all these people that are like, we just need to boycott Amazon. Really? Why would we want to boycott Amazon? What did Amazon do to you guys this time, huh? Well, they financed oligarchs, financed Donald Trump. Who cares? I mean, you guys should basically not care. I mean, they just said spending power. People aren't spending money right now. What do you think I sent my brother that joke about this computer? We both know that brand is pretty crappy, and we both know that the reviews are mixed. But to me, I think it's funny as funny can be. Yeah. I mean, why do you think I literally sent it to him? Think I'm gonna send him another email and be like, yeah, not gonna happen, man. In my opinion, I mean, I could send him that other two just for fun, but he'd break it down to me. Oh, get the one that's $100 less. That's what I love about it. My adopted brother. He's funny at times, but he's also serious too. By the way, this ain't bad. Just takes a while to drink it down. I can see why my neighbor said it was too sweet. I mean, what is this? 24 ounce? Oh no, it's a pint. Yeah, it's got caffeine too, so it's like, hey man, caffeine. I've never seen anything that's called sparkling ice with caffeine. It's basically sparkling water soda, 5 calories for a can. With caffeine, mind you. So anyways, a couple other stories for you. So Chloe, of course, wants to take me to Olive Garden for lunch in October. When you're here, you're family. I haven't been to an Olive Garden in, 8 years, I think it was? Anyways, I miss the old days when Aaron and I went. But anyways, so my plan today is I'm going to get some lunch. I usually don't eat lunch. Yay me. I'm going to reheat some leftovers. I got a pan I'm ready to wipe down and put in the oven again. Yay me. Got some leftover chimichangas from last night. Don't mind good chimichanga. I'm going to order some. Oh, that reminds me. While we're talking, I need to check on chimichangas over. Yeah, funny story, right? I was telling my neighbor this last night, right? You guys heard the story, right? So Chloe, bless her heart, turns around, bless her heart, and she says to me, that she wants groceries. She's like, I want groceries. I'm like, okay. So she turns around and she tells me I need to order, certain items. I'm like, okay. So she tells me to put together an order on Walmart for her food, right? So I go through it all the times, and those ones suck. So she was like, make sure to remove it. So I go through once a month. I go and I fill up a cart, and then Chloe goes ahead and orders. And so right now we're just going over our order, for food, and when we get done, the bill will be practical. No. So, anyways, let me see about chimichangas. Chimichangas, here we go, because right now Chloe wants to make sure we are fully fed for the month of October. Isn't that nice? Okay, so let's see. Spicy jalapeno bean and cheese. Chili cheese chimichangas are what? Here we go. We want these signature ones too. The chicken and rice chimichangas. That's a 12 count. That's fine. We want one of those. And one of these signature steak and rice. Yeah. And I was like, cool. So there we go. So we got that. And Chloe's fine. Hey, there's a box of those whatever, and but yeah, Chloe and I were talking about what we like. So we go ahead and we place orders, and then we fill the cart up, and then what we do is we go in and then we minimize it when we're ready. Yeah. So, and then we check out and we're good. Yeah. And then I'll go through these and then I'll minimize it too. Like Chloe will say something like, she's a good girl, so she'll be like, cut out pork. Okay. So then pork's cut out. Yeah, see? And we both have a working good relationship on food. It's a good idea, actually, So that's one of the things I truly love about Chloe. And, and then she comes in and gets what she needs out of the freezer. So works for both of us. So, and then, the other thing is like that funny story. Chloe's like, check my email. Yeah, okay. Because Chloe doesn't want to do it. So, guess who's got to do that? Me! Yeah! I got to do that. So, but anyways, we got the spreadsheet done. So, last night, one of my adopted brother, he said to me, Hey, you're running a business now? Negative. When I say business emails, it means personal emails. When I say business, it means I'm doing things for others. Neighbor needed me to help her hook up and set up her fiber network because she just got fiber and she got rid of CenturyLink. Amen to that one. But she still got the stench she's got to deal with. That's a real problem right there. The smelly stench. So, finally got rid of one of those cans. I may have to save the other cans for later, but apparently it's water with caffeine in it. Caffeine water. Yeah. 5-calorie caffeine water is what it is. 5-calorie caffeine water. Anyways. So I, on the other hand, just wanted to say that because, the manager is, she's bailing. Wow. Who could have said that? Then you got other issues. My foot's hurting, by the way, again. That's the thing. I messaged the doctor. I was like, dude, I can barely walk. And the doctor's like, yeah, we're working on it. Dude, how long is it going to take? I feel like that guy, you know, what the hell, man? That's not cool. So I tried to use my, one of my, oh man, I'm gonna have to reset this again. So, feel like that guy from Sensei Cash when he does the skit boot to the head. Well, how long is this gonna take? Like an hour or something? I got the pajamas. Whoa, 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 whoa. I want to hit some heads or bash some heads or whatever. It was funny, funny comedian thing, And to me, it was funny because he was like, I want to trash some bozos. I want to trash some bozos. And I was itching right here, by the way, if you guys need to know. But no, the point is I thought it was funny as funny can be, And yeah, I mean, I was itching my belly button actually going to get to it. But you get the idea. I mean, I feel like, how long is this going to take? My neighbors, I feel bad for them. They got to breathe that crap in, and yet they keep breathing it in. And, I hear people say, well, the vinegar. I mean, look at the old lady the other day. The old lady apparently doesn't want to talk to anyone anymore, praise the Lord, because apparently the old lady's upset about, what was it? I'm going to sue all you for defamation. Go for it. Then what are you going to get out of me, huh? 2 nickels? Because... yeah, 2 nickels? I mean, come on, people. Old lady should shut her damn pie hole. But you know what? It was one way apparently. Whatever happened, I don't know. But I don't want to deal with the old crap head anyways, because she's like, oh yeah, Chargers get down, woo! Really? Old lady at 60-some years old praying that, well, he's now sitting in hell. Really? Whatever happened to thou shalt not judge or you be judged yourself? Oh, I guess that doesn't apply to Republicans. That applies only to Democrats issuing it to Republicans. And then you wonder why you sit there and say, hey, Ray, how goes it? That's cool, yeah? Yeah? Well, I better check my spam folder, maybe. Maybe I got email it, spam, maybe? I don't know. Don't tell me I gotta go email. Let me look. What the hell? Hold on. Oh, okay. Uh-huh. So apparently this came out 19 days ago. I thought there was something more than that. I guess I missed something? Hmm. So, alright, so here's something interesting. So, I was looking up an email because I couldn't figure it out. Actually, I'm going to print this email out. Actually, I'm going to go print this out because it would be better for me not to print it out than to do it. Then I can tap it to the wall and then figure it out with my AI program due to the fact that this is kind of, a disturbing thing. It was produced on the 31st, and I didn't read it properly, so that is why we have what we have. So there you go. So yeah. Anyways, we got, what do we got here? Comments are coming in. Alright, so we got a troll that was bothering us again, so there we go. Alright. Okay. Alright, so oh. Yep, just another troll trying to bother people yet again. See that? Anyways. So, we just got rid of it, whatever it was. Yeah. Actually, this guy is a pervert, actually. Tainted Love. Yes, good morning. Yeah, well, it was one I was looking over the comments that said something about itching. Actually, no, I don't have a penis, okay? So, whatever this guy is talking about, no, I don't have a penis. He called me a trans. That's fine. You can call me a trans, but I don't have a penis. Alright, that's the thing. If you look at my pants, it's all flat. So, you can figure out what happened to it. And I don't have to basically explain it to some turd head either. Anyways, how are you doing, Tainted Love? Sorry about that. So, at least you called me trans, at least. Actually, I am technically legally a woman, and I was born 50%, so I'm what they call a true hermaphrodite, which means I have intersexuality, which means my chromosomes are 3 X's and 1 Y. So, Mr. Dumbass, who basically got blocked, maybe you should use common sense before you call me a man. Yeah. And calls me a wannable prepper. Well, you know what? This guy got himself banned, so to me, I don't care. How are you doing today, Tainted? I'm doing quite well, besides this guy trying to troll again. Oh, yeah, that reminds me. I need to go to do this real quick because, let me see. Yeah. There we go. So this guy joined September 18th, new account. Wow. Yeah, whatever. So he's a troll. And there you go. We just answered that, Tainted Love. He's a troll. No questions about it. Mr. Troll. Yeah, some people are nasty, Tainted. That's the problem with these people. They come in here and they want to troll. I mean, that's all they're doing. And they're angry, but they don't understand why they're angry. Yeah, so anyways, the guy was a troll, okay? He was just basically a troll that was trolling because it can. Anyways, please excuse me. I'm trying to send an email out too. This is what I do sometimes. But no, I mean literally won't sit there and say I'm a dick. Well, sorry, I don't have a penis, so that's completely wrong. Why is he doing this? I'll tell you, Tainted. Because he's lashing out at the fact that he's angry because he's not listening to the whole context of my context when I said, we got a guy, quote unquote, that lives here, Tainted, who literally turns around and literally is insulting people, like wanting to kick in doors. This guy's an alcoholic, and etc. And then he says, "I want to be prepper." I got more beans than this guy will ever have in his entire life. Why? Because this guy wants to make himself feel better, Tainted. Because he's miserable. That's the problem. He comes in here trying to. You saw what I was doing. I was printing an email out and going through this. And then I was trying to figure this math out. And then he starts in on my channel like blah, blah, blah. Well, look where he got it. He got banned. Praise the Lord on that one. Here we go. I am good. How are you? I'm not doing too bad, like you said. I thank you for tuning in today. And yeah, he was rude. I mean, I can't believe a guy would come in here and start calling me names. I mean, look. I'm post-operative, meaning surgically fixed woman, hermaphrodite. And this person just wants to come in and make themselves feel better by attacking me. What did they get out of it? They got banned yet again. And their account was started today. These people just don't give up. They're miserable. I mean, have I said anything negative on my channel about why he's angry? No. He's literally angry because I was talking about how, there's people out there that want to go after anyone who's happy that Charlie Kirk's passed away. The thing is Charlie Kirk should not been been assassinated, for one. Two is, what I'm talking about on my channel, Tainted, is how many freaking dumbasses are out there that can get away with bloody murder, basically. If you're an alcoholic, apparently, it's an addiction, so you can't evict someone. If it's drug offenses, you can't evict them. Wow, isn't that amazing? I'm sorry he was a rude guy. No one deserves me. I mean, the guy's probably still watching, pissed off that he got banned. But the point is I'm not causing trouble, okay? My problem is this guy is probably miserable because he's probably an alcoholic pothead or an alcoholic druggie that's hypothetically maybe that's coming on here to insult people because he's miserable. Oh, I need to defend my fellow drug users. And then he turns around and says, wannabe prepper. Really? I got more beans and I got more ramen than anyone in where I live. More than them. I got more canned goods. I rotated. I got a freezer. What does this dipshit got? Nothing. He's like, oh, you're looking so man. Really? Really? I mean, one guy asked me, are these fake? Yes, they are fake. But do you think I'm going to sit there and be like, no, they're not? No. I usually say it's none of their damn business. But since we're all here having a laugh today, we might as well just basically get it out of the way. Right, Tainted? I mean, people need to realize that you don't see me negatively talking about anything but what is going on in the world. And that world right now is what's going on with the thing that I'm trying to share with you all as a Republican woman. And by the way, this guy's probably a Democrat who's just pissed off and wants to troll people. Or what's he going to say next? Oh, you're a fake Republican. I'm actually registered Republican, so you want to try that card, I'll ban your butt again. Because frankly, no. The thing I came here to talk about, Tainted, is how many people are literally abusing the system. And it's getting tiring. And yet, it gets tiring when you see a guy like this come on and be like, you're a dick. Right. And you're right. No one deserves it. So, to me, it's upsetting. Yeah. Oh, yeah, I was going to check the spam mail for something. I love this thing. How they're trying to fish for addresses by saying my email address, blah, 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 at google.com. I thought it was gmail.com. What? The phishing scam's now google.com? Come on, man. Just today alone, I had 40 extra emails. Damn, that's a lot of crap I got email-wise. No one deserves to be treated like that. Oh, I agree completely with what you're saying. I mean, literally, I'm here to talk about and get everyone's opinion tainted about what people think of these people that are taking advantage of the system. I mean, literally, yeah. Let me use the restroom real quick, Tainted. It's lunchtime, but I got another email came in. What is this time, brother? What is it this time? Another spam email. Alright, so let me go grab my coffee because I want to share with you. Hopefully we don't have anything. Maybe, just maybe, I will put a wrench next to Tainted Love. And if I'm gone and some butt monkey, that's what I'm calling him, turns around and decides to ban, maybe we could just frickin', yeah, I don't know. I'll think about the wrench. But I'm going to get my coffee and then I'm going to tell you what I think. Doggy? Wag the tail. Oh yeah, love you too. Alright, peeps, I just realized it's Thursday today. Oh, look at that. It's telling me my battery is low. Here, let's fix that, I guess. Let me guess, plug's unplugged again? Is that what we did? We unplugged something again? Let me look. Oh, there There we go. Boink! Alright, so Tainted, thanks for watching. Please excuse me, I had to get my coffee. I want to talk to you guys now. So, first of all, I'm a down-to-earth gal. And when someone comes in and insults me, they're miserable. That's all it is. They're miserable. They're miserable. But I came here to talk about what was going on in the world. You guys want to sit here and target me. You don't want to think about the guy next door who's the armed cross-dresser, who's taking advantage, threatening people, threatening government officials. No, you want to come into my channel to attack me? I mean, this is why I do these videos. What do you think? You still with me, Tainted? What do you truly think about the freeloaders and the moochers and the people doing this? I mean, literally, do you think hypothetically I'm here to sit there and be like, oh yeah, this is great, or do you think hypothetically, and I'm going to go to 2 websites real quick. I'm going to send an email out to my brother real quick, but do you think, and I want to get your opinion on this, do you think honestly that people, Tainted, and the rest of you out there that's watching me, do you really believe, hypothetically, and I want to say this with love, do you think your tax dollars should be paying for an alcoholic, drug user who's underpopulated? One guy, 3-bedroom. Or do you think, oh, you're just jealous, Rita? Do you think I'm jealous? Or do you think I'm thinking the taxpayers? I mean, literally, that is why I asked specifically about the, about it. Yeah. So, you guys sit around, right? I love all you, by the way. You guys sit around, right? And do you want your tax dollars being wasted on drug users? Do you want your tax dollar, I'm making a point here, do you want your tax dollars to be used for people's housing when the neighbor, remember what I said earlier, building 1 has got rats, mice, cockroaches, maggots, blood, vomit, urine, fecal matter, raw sewage coming up, and it's making the neighbor, quote unquote, sick. And the other tenant sick. Old lady upstairs has got a smell. It's coming right into her place. Or what about the neighbor with the neighbor who the neighbor whose son's in the Marines, and her son, great guy by the way, like him dearly, turns around, he's in the battlefield. Yet her son's like 22 or something, right? Great kid. She had another little one recently too. You think the 2-year-old people should be breathing this in? No, he shouldn't. But guess what? Alright, so think about it. Think about it for a minute from my point of view. Okay. Now, I love both of you. I mean, I love all of you. Now, my question to you is, out of love, do you think, quote unquote, that the poor little 2-year-old should be breathing in all of that? I don't. I think that poor kid needs I think that the manager needs to do her job. Instead, she hit herself on a car door, apparently. Now she can't work. Wow, isn't that amazing? Your tax dollars at work. We have no repairman. We have a manager who bails on everything, and everyone's got to smell El Stinky. Yes. And yet, the manager looks the other way for an alcoholic drug user. Yeah. What's that tell you, people? Here, let's go check the comments real quick. Well, thank you, Tainted. I appreciate you. Yeah, so think about it. I mean, our tax dollars outwork. This is why I'm pissed off at the Democratic Party. Oh, we passed a bill where we can't touch anyone with mental illness. Then you got people on TV saying we need to euthanize the homeless. Really? And that's funny. We got homeless shelters. We just need to build more housing for the homeless. But apparently they don't think building more housing for the homeless will work. Here's the problem with it. Housing for the homeless would work if we had the money to put into it. But the mental health system has been so far slashed that all they want to do nowadays is give medicine and kick you out. Now, hospitals across the country, they're shutting their doors. The smaller mental hospitals are going bye-bye. I mean, just recently I saw the state of Washington cut out 6 more. I mean, when does this end? They're like, oh, mental health, we need mental health, really. Then they come along and they take it they take the scissors, and let's just say the Democrats and the Republicans, and they do this with the old debit card, the old credit card. They just cut it and be like, oh, well, we can't afford to use the credit card on mental health for people. I mean, that's why we have a housing issue. That is why we have a housing issue. By the way, that guy that basically got banned, did anyone realize he's using Elon Musk's picture? What an ass! Yeah. Anyways, so you got a drug user, right? Anyone who's got an addiction, they look the other way. Think about it. I agree with Tainted too, but I would like to hear more of the audience's opinions. I mean, there's people that email me on my channel, by the way, that see my channel at San Juan Island Prepper at AOL.com and San Juan Island Prepper at Yahoo.com. And they email me, right? They say, oh, your content's worth a gift card, but I don't have the money for it. I understand. But they turn around and they say, we like where you're going with this right now due to the fact that they're pissed off at the Democratic Party. They're literally pissed. I mean, literally. Did you know I emailed a senator the other day demanding answers? They didn't get back to me. Why? Well, I said, at the time, my own peace of mind. Guess what? The Democratic senator was so damn pissed off they didn't get back to me. Think about it, my friends. Think about it. I love all of you. I love every one of you lovely people. And yet, how much more tax money are we going to be wasting? Think about it. I don't know how much, but I'm tired of it. I'm tired of walking out of my door. I have a medical exemption status. Oh, you whatever that fake person who insulted me. I don't care. Right? I have they want to say something. I don't care. I have a medical exemption, which means I have a medical exemption for a treadmill for my 2-bedroom. Right? Well, let's just say the manager goes, "Oh, everyone else is grandfathered in." Really? It's not what I heard by the government. Oh, government says there is no grandfather in. So why should we be paying for someone in a 1-bedroom? Oh, I've got my 3-bedroom for 1999. Whoop, whoop. Should have got the jackass out a long time ago. He was a drug user then, and he's a drug user now. And then you got another lady who's praying to move out so she can give her 3-bedroom to someone else because she's just one person. Yeah. So 3-bedroom, love her to death too, by the way. Love her dearly. Then you have everyone else. There's 4 1-bedrooms. Well, 3 1-bedrooms. The 4th 1-bedroom is empty. The state and the federal level is fining the manager and the owner and the management company because they're not renting it. Right now, the manager. Well, let's put it this way. The other day, right? I want to tell you a story about this. The other day, I'm sitting at home, right? This is the day before Chloe runs off to the homeless shelter that I set her up. 6-month program, right? And you said, take the program or go to jail. Well, Chloe's program is it's a place where she can feel safe for 6 months. That's it. I mean, literally, there is no damn homeless programs. What do you want? You want to round them all up, put them in a camp, and feed them beans every night or bread? I mean, so anyways, back to the other tenants, right? So the owner, the management company, and the manager doesn't care if they're fined and they're not filling it. So what happens on the 10th? We get a letter. Due to unseen circumstances, please do not contact me. This is the manager. Because we don't have a repairman on site. Okay, so what's that tell you, people? Wow, no repairman on site. Makes you wonder, right? Wow, no repair person on site. You sit there and you're thinking, and the manager's like, knock on wood, let's not have any disaster. She didn't have to put it in, I mean, she put it in all our apartment doors, but she also did it on the other 3 complexes. So 4 total. They're all panicking. Well, who's going to do if something happens? I have learned that state law doesn't matter anymore. Democratic or Republican state laws don't matter anymore because if your water tank goes, well, you can have a cold shower as far as they're concerned. What do you guys think of that one? Or if your cook stove goes, well, you might want to invest in a microwave. If your refrigerator goes, oh, you better find a backup just in case. Yeah. So I run into the manager, as I told you the other day. She was all happy as heck, talking about how, the guy got assassinated. Whoop doggy. We're glad we got rid of a racist, fascist bigot's how she put it. And yet, only coming from her. Why was that? Well, let's see. She's a woman who likes African American men only. Probably because they're well hung. But we're not going to joke around here, are we? So, anywho. Anyway, so with the... Yeah, so... So my main argument today is, and a lot of you guys come to my channel and you love my content. One person messaged me the other day saying I'd like to see more about one of the people emailed me and asked me specifically to do an update video eventually, even if it's offline, because they know I don't, I try to coordinate this during my mood, alright? So if I'm in a good mood, I'll give you a video. If I'm busy, it's a different story. So the bottom line is, and I love all you, by the way, the thing is when it comes to, me giving content. A lot of people right now are really happy. Yeah, they see me and they're like, hey, we're happy you're doing a video. We're also happy, you're not talking about like the clickbaiters clickbaiting for, talking about how this guy's a piece of crap and he should have been he got assassinated. No, I'm literally stating that we need to turn the temperature down, but I want to show you a channel where you guys could sit there and relate to what's going on in the world. I mean, literally, I don't want to talk, when was the last time that I said much about transgenderism? I know, the last video I made, I was like, the trans community hates me. Yeah, there's a reason for it, but we're not going to talk about it. What we're talking about right now, on video, live, is the fact that the American people are pissed off. That, I'm pissed off too, but I'm trying to bring down the temperature a bit to show you what that you guys may be interested in. So you may want to advocate where your tax dollars are going. I mean, literally, someone was telling me, what was it someone was saying to me the other day? I said something like, one of my neighbors who's My sweetheart was talking about working under the table. And I said, why don't you just work full time? You get off disability. That's what I said. Work full time. I don't have a high school diploma, by the way. Get off of disability if that's what you want. Work and pay your taxes. She says, well, I don't want to pay my taxes to the IRS. This is a former or current or doesn't know what they are, Jehovah's Witness or ex-Jehovah's Witness. And by the way, I have the Jehovah's Witness Bible reader. It cost me $60, by the way. Yeah, it's a compact version. I like compact. It's always compact. But anyways, I read it this morning. So I'm on the second epistle of Corinthians 2. Now, let me tell you a story. So when I said that the person should pay taxes, their answer was, love them dearly too, well, I don't really want to pay taxes because my money is going to be going to Israel for genocide. Israel and genocide. Isn't that an interesting concept? Yeah, that's what she said. I'm quoting her. I'm not quoting myself, people. My opinion is, I didn't think about it that way. My opinion was, wow. Then you have the young lady, right, her daughter, trying to get ready to go to college, right? College started, but she needs to enroll in something, otherwise they're going to lose their apartment or something, right? I don't know the whole details. I love... Oh, great. Another crappy email. Let me see what this is. So apparently it's another email about AOC talking about that 74% of people in the country want democratic socialism. Well, I may have to do a poll about that one, but anyways, I want to say in my defense, and only my offense, okay, and I still think, if Tainted loves here, you should throw some of your opinions out there, Tainted. But my opinion is this. Is democratic socialism really working? Is Republican socialism working? I mean, think about it. My family, okay, I'm going to tell you a story about my family. My family turned around the other day. Love my family, by the way. And my family turned around. I might keep this just to say a thing. A lot of people are worked overtime and fear-mongering, saying that's socialism, right? And 74% Democrats prefer democratic socialism and blah, 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 and like 58% prefer Republican socialism. Really? Well, let's just say, first of all, for the sake of the argument, I don't think it works. I mean, think of what my family said the other day, okay? My family, love them dearly, turned around and said, and I quote, that they don't want... Well, let me show you. It's on the floor, isn't it? Or did I move it yet again? I just want to give an example. They don't want this cell phone service, right, to be subsidized by the government. That's $20 billion a year that you could funnel to something else. Yeah, they want it cut. They think if a poor person can't afford a phone, so be it. Well, what do you guys say about that? Because I just thought I'd share that with you. Yeah? And they don't think it was like the other day, my neighbor, 55, I think, right, is on disability. And yet she has Part A, Part B, Part C, and Part D. She pays through the nose for Part C. Right? I said, do you even use Part C? And she said, no. Now pay attention here for a second. Now, my adopted brother sometimes gets kind of cranky with, they cut Medicare. Well, we got the new Medicare book, and it didn't look that good in my opinion. But I mean, literally, remember what I said in the beginning of the video, jokingly to my brother. Remember, I said to you guys have $800 because that's what they're telling me it's going to cost me just to see a foot doctor. I'd email my doctor and say, hey, can you find me another specialist because it's $800. Well, the joke goes like this. So, $800, right? Well, I told my neighbor, Part A, Part B, and Part D, and I said, Part D, I can never meet the threshold, so I always pay higher on my 3 meds. She said, 3 meds only? I said, yes. The 3 meds I need. It's very expensive. Then she said, wow. She says, I'm paying more. Yeah. What do we got here that basically tuned in or something? Let me see. Let's see, that's live. I saw a notification. Rapid storage technology. See, I got this email. Western Discovery. Yeah. So apparently Western Digital's got a program on my computer. I don't know what it's for. Anyways, so what I want to say before I leave you all today is, the point is I'm trying to give you guys an insight into how, you guys sit there and you're like, oh yeah, look at the man in the dress, look at this, look at that. You insult me. And at the same time, you turn around and you don't understand what you're seeing through my lenses. And then some of you people message me and say, hey, that is a really good idea. Or we like the content you're providing because you're telling us things we didn't know. Like, my husband was alive, food banks were giving expired food. They still do. Or waiting 8 hours at the welfare office with the Hispanics and the African Americans going in there, coming out with gold chains and driving Cadillacs and Corvettes and wearing leather coats. And what are we stuck with? Poor people. Poor white folks. Now, I'm not racist by any means, but making us wait 8 hours for services is, in a Hispanic, prudent community, was out here. You got like 4-hour wait every time you call the food welfare office. Why do you think they passed a bill that says that you get recerted every 3 years, I think? And that's if you get a measly X amount of dollars, and I thought, yeah, that's a great idea, that's a real great idea. And yet, at the same time, the American people don't realize how bureaucracy works. They say, oh, you just pick a phone up. Really? The bureaucracy, oh, great. Stupid thing popped up again. The bureaucracy is so bad that it's so bad. Think about it. It is literally so bad that people make phone calls thinking it works. I mean, let me put it this way. My beloved neighbors, they're dealing with the worst stench in the world. What's the manager doing about it? Nothing. And the city's like, oh, well, the manager said, really, the city doesn't want to deal with it. So they just turn around and make a lie to the manager, like, the manager's doing they'll save their own bacon. Well, what happened if you don't want to save your own bacon? Then what, I mean, literally, you guys sit there and you say, oh, that's a great idea. Rita, that's a great idea. Rita, that's a great idea. Rita, that's cool. No? When you see it, that's when you realize what's going on. Yeah. I mean, I love all of you. And as I love all of you, I wanted to show with you the bureaucracy. The what's going on. How the bureaucrats are literally sitting there going, oh, it's that bad. Oh, call the health department. Oh, the health department. Oh, you got to go to enforcement or something. Call enforcement, you know. They're like, oh, you need to go to yada, yada, yada. Eventually, you just get the runaround. And then you hear about, well, maybe you go to the state level, right? State level says, oh, they have an addiction. State law says you can't evict them. Even if they have to be corrected, you have to work with them. So, apparently, your tax dollars is blocking people that should be evicted because the state legislature put in that these people are more protected classes because they're alcoholics, addictionists, druggies, and more. And yet, someone who isn't gets targeted more than someone who isn't. Wow. And then, for the sake of the final argument, you guys get to see it firsthand through me. And then you go through the federal level. The federal level. Now, let me tell you, I thought under Donald Trump, bless his heart, would sit there and be like, listen here, you little maggot, you're going to do this, this, and this, and you're going to take care of this problem. Get rid of all the druggies. Not going to happen. Apparently, the state laws stonewalled it. Yeah. So, apparently, the federal level it pays for subsidies like HUD, USDA, they can't do a damn thing. And guess who gets to sit there and pay? Now, you can sit there and say, right on, Rita, right on. Now, let me just tell you the final key of the puzzle here before I go, because I got to get prepared for lunch, and I got a package coming in today, which is the food banks delivering me my groceries soon. So, it goes like this, my friends. I tell you, I talk to you, I tell you how life is, tell you things so you guys can sit and you can love, you can laugh, you can do whatever you want, right? So what am I here to tell you today? Well, out of love, I want to tell you that besides this bureaucracy and bureaucrats tying up your government, it goes like this. The American people need to see this from their own eyes and hear it from someone. Because you may sit there and you may support this. The truth is, the system's fucking broken. No offense to anyone there using the F-bomb, but that's how I feel. Think about it. The system is freaking broken. Yeah. So, I love all of you. And until we clear this up, my friends, I want you guys to realize this system is broken. Think about it. Mental health system, broken. Blame both parties. Anytime a Democrat gets in office, claims he's going to increase mental. Never does. They just keep stripping it. Then, when you do finally hear something like this threat, that threat, this threat, or raw sewage, people breathing it in, not a damn thing they can do about it. So I want you to think about that today. What is your tax dollars truly going for? Is it going for you to see the homeless be populated? Highly unlikely. I don't think so, as Macaulay Culkin would say in Home Alone. I don't think so. Think about it, my friends. I'll leave you with that note. Think about it. What is your tax dollar truly going for? Is your tax dollar making you happy or sad? Because frankly, your tax dollar, wow, is going for the keeping these people who can't get treatment. Won't get treatment. That troll, they need the mental health more than I do, I think. Because I just banned them. But think about it. Anyways, that's just my thoughts on the troll. I just wanted to share that I wanted to give you guys an insight of what really goes on behind the scenes so you understand and you don't get angry when you find out your tax dollars has been... The big bloated tax dollar. Yeah, and by the way, I may do another video later, but thing is, as a prepper, you got to ask yourself, are you truly prepped? Because Christmas is coming. And they just said inflation's going to go through the roof. We may even get hyperinflation. So I just want to see if you guys are prepped for it. In the meantime, like I said, what do you guys think about your tax dollars being wasted? I mean, literally. I mean, there's... I don't know how to say it. Fraud, waste, and abuse. I mean, living in a building like this... And you, the taxpayers, are paying for one person to have a 2-bedroom. 10 years ago, I couldn't even get a 2-bedroom unless I had a second person, which was Chloe. And the manager and I, back in the day, wasn't going to let me live with my husband. Even though we wanted a 2-bedroom, there was none available. So we had 2 1-bedrooms. We were fine. It helped with the story. But my point is think about it. Think about it. Now, they're giving, because there's only 4 1-bedrooms and those were taken, we just gave them 2 bedrooms. But then the 1-bedroom opens up, the old fuddy-duddies don't want to move. So then your tax dollars and the system is broken. You sit there and say, look, you don't qualify, get out, be homeless, or frickin' take the 1-bedroom. Oh, I can't walk downstairs. Oh, really? Then we'll transfer you to a 1-bedroom that's down the hill here and see if we can get that subsidized for you. But no, they gotta have their 2-bedroom because they think they're grandfathered in and you, the taxpayers, are banging about it. Special K posts, welcome Special K. Nobody cares about the people anymore. I do, but I'm also getting tired, Special K, at the fact that the taxpayers, their money's being wasted. People sit there and they're cutting corners. I mean, I just said it earlier, Special K, that, before I leave, by the way, again, that, you got these Fox News guys saying, well, if you can't take the treatment, you go to jail, right? And I have a friend, a close friend, who's homeless. I get that. I look after them, Special K, and I put them in a program that's 6 months. They're going back and forth right now every 6 months, and between here too, and they have to, because they're homeless. And yet the manager evicted her illegally. And what happened? Now the manager got hit by a car door, Special K, and it's like, oh, I can't work. Meanwhile, we got me and 1, 2, 3 families in building 1. I'm not in building 1, by the way, Special K. That's literally smelling stench, raw sewage, vomit, blood, urine, fecal matter, maggots, cockroaches. What's the manager do? Oh, we're going to put an eco machine in, close the door, and put the sign that says, do not enter hazardous waste. Wow. Now the manager's bailing. City's sitting there going, well, the manager says that there's a contract. Really, that was 3 weeks ago. Meanwhile, the city's going. Then the state level, they're double dipping, apparently. I found out today, too. That's the other thing I didn't get to in this video. They're double dipping. The management company here and the owner's double dipping. Not only are they claiming tax credits for all 18 units here, but they're also getting USDA subsidies for the rural assisted rural development. Wow. And then on top of that, they're like, oh, the drug user has got an addiction. We can't evict him, even though we know he's doing drugs. And we got pictures of him doing drugs. And we have video of him doing drugs. We can't touch him because of state law. And yet, the guy's in a 3-bedroom, and your taxpayers paying. Yeah, you Special K, the taxpayers paying for it. And I'm sitting there going, I love all people, but when is enough to sit there and start auditing people and say, look, you're turning around and you're literally letting one guy, a drunken hobo with drugs, keep a 3-bedroom when there's 135 people. I live in a county that's all islands, by the way, Special K. 135 homeless people. There'd be a lot happier people with 3-bedroom families that wouldn't have to worry about being homeless again. But instead, a beard up, drunken bunghole gets a 3-bedroom by himself. And then we have other tenants that have 2 bedrooms that don't qualify. Before you say, well, what's the qualification? A one person can qualify in a 1-bedroom, but a 1-bedroom, there's only maximum of 3 people in a 1-bedroom. A 2-bedroom is 2 people to 5 people. 3-bedroom is 3 people to 7 people. A 4-person is 4 people to 9 people. So, your tax dollars is paying for underpopulation. What did Special say, Casey? And freedom of speech is gone. Yes, I was just talking about that. Apparently, my adopted brother, T-Bob's happy that he got removed. Apparently, he's happy as a clam. I'll tell you about something. I mean, the reason I'm here today is also about freedom of speech, too. But the thing is let me tell you a story about the neighbor, Special K. All right? The neighbor is an alcoholic, drug user. You got that. Armed to the teeth. Threatens people. Threatens kicking doors. Threatens to harm city officials, government officials, state government officials, federal government officials. What did they say? Oh, he's a left-wingist craphead, but his freedom of speech is protected. Really? So, guy could turn around and put a knife in the American flag that puts a sign up that says F America, F. I hope. I'm not going to spell it out for you. All right? It's basically like Secret Service stuff, right? What happened? Nothing. This guy can get away with blue murder, and this is why I'm here today, Special K, to talk to you from the bottom of my heart that this stuff's got to stop. I mean, is it a hate crime to want to kick in doors and pop people? Yeah. But apparently he's protected. He's a Democrat. He's an angry, racist Democrat. I'm a registered Republican. He's like, it's time to open changing for Republicans. Be very, very quiet. We're hunting Republicans. That's him. Literally. But you get the idea. I mean, literally. When will enough be enough? I mean, literally. I mean, if I could sit here today, right, and say Jimmy Kimmel should not have been kicked out, right? I mean, he made a joke about Donald Trump. Yeah. And how something to do with the shooter, again, that killed Charlie Kirk. Now, I don't support violence. The kid shouldn't have done it. I mean, I could sit here, right here. Let me show you something. This is Jehovah one, by the way. Jehovah. Let me see. Is it set to where I need to? Nope. Okay. So, as an ordained minister, I just want to share with you a passage real quick. You probably know which one I'm going for, but I just want to read it to you just to be funny. Right there, 13. Thou shalt not commit adultery. Oh, wait, sorry. It's not thou shalt. That's the King James. The New King James says, you shall not murder. In the King James Version, it says, thou shalt not commit murder. Sorry. This one says, thou shalt not, use that. See? And then it says here, and there's all these people, oh, Rita, you're telling the truth, but you're bearing false witness. I'm not bearing false witness with a guy who's basically making threats. And then no one cares. And by the way, my feet's really killing me right now. So I mean, literally, I could look up, and I have Genesis set here anyway, so let's just look at 13, was it? 13, you must not murder. Yeah, think about it. I like your name, by the way, Special K. I really do. You see where I'm going with this? The kid was supposedly Mormon. Then he says, oh, well, that type of hate could not be erased. Yeah, but the kid... And by the way, the person that wrote that text thread, I believe, was someone else. I don't think the kid would have wrote that my love and, you know, whatever. I've seen it, but my point is again, Special K is right. Nobody cares. I mean, think about it. They don't. These people nowadays don't care. Look at what's going on with my neighbor. My neighbor. And my neighbor's neighbor, and my neighbor's neighbor, and the little 2-year-old. They're breathing in raw sewage and toxic waste. Managers know where to be found. The city's like, oh, contractor, we gotta wait for contractor. Meanwhile, I don't know. Meanwhile, what I'm trying to say is, in this video, is there's people out there, right? They say Republicans can have freedom of speech, but Democrats can't. Okay, well, let's say I'm a registered Republican. I guess for my freedom of speech chat right here, by the way, bless Special K for joining us, that apparently, if you're not a beer cup, alcoholic, druggy Democrat who can't be evicted because the Democrats put those laws in place to protect them, and yet they sit there and they say, oh, can't take away my freedom of speech, really? And yet a guy turns around, he wants to murder Republicans in daylight, in cold blood, at nighttime, whatever, right? Yet, by the way, I never gave you his name because I'm not going to. And yet, what happens? Not a damn thing. Think about it. This is why I want you guys to turn the temperature down just a bit over Charlie's death. We will get what we deserve soon. But here's the kicker. These people, first, before we basically go and do something stupid, you guys need to realize the whole point of this video is to sit there and be angry like me. Because when you're angry and you sit there and you say, well, I'm a Republican, I'm poor, I'm disabled, and yet you see an African American woman with 29 kids going, the government's my baby's daddy. And then you see why the Republicans are pissed off. The Republicans are pissed off. They're pissed. Not only do they got to pay for a government phone, they got to sit there and pay for health care for Jemima's kids because Jemima doesn't want to go to work. So yeah, just choose a name. I was thinking of the syrup. Okay. And no, I'm not racist. But you get the point. And then there's the beautiful Hispanics. A lot of them have kids. Lots of kids. And they expect Uncle Sam to pay. When's enough's enough? I mean, how many people out there have pulled up the numbers lately of support enforcement? That's the child support. How many of you actually pulled up the number and went, oh, there's billions of dollars every year being as a Special Case, I love his name, by the way, or her name. And yet, how many people out there realize that your tax dollars are being wasted? You're protecting a lot of the drug users and the alcoholics. And yet, there's not a damn thing you or I can do about it. And yet, they pass all these laws. And whose fault is it? The Democrats. And yet, the Democrats also allow fraud, waste, and abuse when you own or live in a subsidized apartment. Don't own it, by the way. And then all of a sudden you find out the owner hasn't even took the time to let the manager fill a spot for repairs. And she's praying nothing happens. And yet, you sit there and you say, wow. So we got a person of interest that can't do jack diddly poop. Because, well, the owner doesn't want to part with any money. So, as Special K said, nobody cares about the people anymore. Yeah? What the heck? Oh well, whatever it is. I saw something about that. Nah. Anyways, you get the idea. I mean, point is, I came on here to tell you experiences now. And to tell you, those poor neighbors, they gotta smell this crap. So, not only do they, no one cares, as Special K says, they don't care if these people die of whatever contaminants is in their lungs. Yeah. Meanwhile, every other tenant's got to smell people smoking in their apartments. Manager doesn't care. Weed, pot, meth, crack. Yeah, neighbor was telling me the other day, one of these people was smoking crack. Can you believe that? One neighbor was smoking crack the other day. Oh yeah, my brother messaged me. So, apparently my adopted brother is now complaining about the price of coffee. Welcome to the world, brother. Coffee's $21.99 a can where he's at. My 3-pound can? Well, let me look at it real quick. Because I can pull it up real quick. So, my coffee, like I said, I got to go soon because I got a delivery coming in. But my brother just sent me a message about that. Yeah, poor Jimmy Kimmel. I mean, literally, a lot of people are like, well, he had it coming. Really? Really? He had it coming? I'd like to see that. Look at the price of gas. Oh, my God. Coffee. So if I want two 1-pound bags, or a 2-pound bag of ground coffee is $12. 2 3/4 pound can, $20. A 3-pound can, by the way, people, is $21. 3-pound whole beans, $23. 2 pounds of whole ground French roast is $20. Yeah, there you go. Oh, excuse me. Death Wish coffee, 2 pounds, $17. Pete's coffee, $22. There you go, peeps. That's all you need to know. Coffee's up there, and he just finally ordered 3 pounds of Jose Gourmet coffee, $24. There you go, friends. So, think about it. I want your guys' opinions. Leave me some comments, would you? After this video is uploaded, because I would like to hear your opinion on the tax dollars and what you think could make it better. Because frankly, I'm now showing you guys how bad these people are. They will allow the radical left to basically turn around and literally make a lot of threats, not even involuntary them, and they think a trans person is more dangerous than an alcoholic cross-dresser with firearms, wanting to kick in doors because it's hunting season for Republicans. Wow. And yet, if that isn't radical enough and unhinged, I don't know what is. Because frankly, I'm speaking to you for my freedom of speech that says these people are dangerous. Yeah. A lot of them. I just heard from other people that want to work under the table. They don't want to pay taxes to the IRS because they don't want their tax dollars to send money to Israel. Yeah. Go figure, right? So, Anyways, I gotta get going. I may come back later for your videos, but in the meantime, thanks for watching. If you have any questions or comments, please post it at San Juan Island Prepper at yahoo.com, San Juan Island Prepper at AOL.com. If you like my content, I always take questions, suggestions. You want to gift card me? Walmart, eBay, Amazon. In the meantime, thank you everyone for being so kind and generous. And thanks for watching. Please add and subscribe. Please post comments. Please leave feedback, suggestion. Hit the like, subscribe buttons. Wholesome fun for family, community, dogs, cats, bunny service, dog service, bunnies. Thank you, and God bless you and everything you do.